Hello guys, we'll learn about delegation today, how it can be done in Java and how it can be done in Kotlin. Okay, so delegation is basically passing the responsibility to someone else, right? So in object oriented term, delegation is when you pass a task of an object to another one. It's just simple definition. Okay, so we will see how it is done in Java. Okay, side by side in Kotlin also. So let's assume we need to build an application, and for that we need a coder, and for that we need a designer. Okay, so we're looking for them. So we are looking for who can code. That person will code, right? And we're looking for someone who can design the application. Okay, now we are going to hire an employee who is capable of doing the both. So our employee will be able to do and who will be able to do code and will be able to design, right? So it must implement the methods from these two. Okay, done, right? Fine. Now what we can do here, we can write our own code and we can write our own design, right? But that kind of employee is really rare, where who can code and who can design also. So this employee is clever enough to pass his responsibility to someone else. Let's see, we are searching for a coder and we get one coder, and he is a very fast coder. Sorry, we can code, right? Okay, now it has to implement code. Fine, and let us, for simplicity, let's just take that it is writing coded by fast coder. That's it, right? And we are also searching for a designer, so let's write good designer. Who is a designer? So it has to implement a method design, and let's say and take an example of this and write the same thing, designed by good designer. Okay, now what this employee would do is it will take an instance of who can code, or we can write coder, or who can design designer. Okay, this is what it is going to do. So it needs a dependency injection from somewhere, right? So let's create a constructor with both of these, right? So whenever there is an employee, it is going to take a coder and designer, and it is going to pass that responsibility to the coder and designer. So to execute this, we need a main method. Let's write public static void main, and let's create an instance of the employee. Let's name it as Jack. Okay, new employee, we're going to pass fast coder instance. Okay, so we're going to pass instance new fast coder, and we're going to pass the good designer. That's it, done. Now this Jack is going to code. Jack is going to code, and this Jack is going to design. That's it. So let's see. coded by fast coder, designed by a good designer. So it is doing that, right? So what if we want to change this designer to someone else? Okay, so let's see how implementation changes. So we are naming as lovely designer. Okay, then designed by lovely designer. Then we are going to pass here lovely designer. That's it. If you run it, done. It works. Let's see how it can be done in Kotlin. Okay, so for Kotlin we would need this. This is needed. Let's turn it to Kotlin code, and we also need these classes. Okay, yes, and cancel. So it is going to take Kotlin classes. Okay, fine. Now there should be a main method. Inside that main method we have to write this, but we need employee class. So internal class employee, this employee, okay, is going to extend who can code and who can design. So it is going to implement who can code and who can design, right? But it's not here. We'll just pass a constructor so that it has this. So we'll pass a constructor coder who can code and designer who can design, right? Then I said in the second line who can code. So we will delegate all the properties of who can code to the coder. So that is, we write it by this keyword by. Okay, we will pass it to the coder and we delegate all the responsibility to the designer, right? That's it. You don't have to write anything up after that. So that means all this boilerplate code is reduced to just one line. Okay, let me prove it. So here you have a val Jack, who is an employee who is going to take fast coder and who is going to take good designer. That's it. Now just run it. Jack can code and Jack can design. All of this delegation done in just one line. Okay, let's run it. That's it. Now the wonderful thing is the world is changing, right? It always changes. So let's see, we change our mind and our application is built and we are looking for a tester. Okay, so not only here we have to write a testing code. So we are writing who can test, void test. Let's see if we can find a tester. Yes, there is a dangerous tester. Implements who can test. So it has to implement this method test. Okay, so it is going to write same thing like this, tested by. Dangerous tester. Okay, now how can I tell my employee to test also, right? Can I write this? No, I cannot write this. For that we have to implement who can test, not just implement, I have to go into the class, I have to see the body and I have to write boilerplate code. Okay, so for that we have to implement a method. Not just that, we have to write a boilerplate code of delegating. So who can test? I can take a tester, then whatever is there, I'll pass the tester dot test. Here we have to come to the constructor and we have to change the constructor too. So we have to, what you have to do is who can test, we are going to take a tester, then I have to pass a tester here, then new dangerous tester, done. Now it can test. Okay, sorry, and you have to pass this dot tester. Sorry, I forgot. So these are a lot of things, right? You make a lot of mistakes. So this is a good example. You make a lot of mistakes, right? Because you forget a lot of things that okay, you have to check whether you have done everything correctly or not. If you are doing it fast, you might miss it, right? You have to debug a lot of things. You don't know what wrong you have done. So let's run it. Okay, now it is running. Fine, super fine. But let's see how it can be achieved more easily in Kotlin. Okay, let's copy the tester code and let convert it that to Kotlin code. Yes, I want to convert. Do I have a dangerous tester? Yes, I have a dangerous tester. So I'm going to write this. Yes, cancel. So it is going to take who can test. This is Kotlin interface. Fine, all is good. Now I don't have to go internally and do all these things, right? Whatever I did, and there is a lot of chance for mistake, right? I don't have to go there. What I will do is I can just modify the constructor tester who can test, and here I can pass it who can test to tester, right? So you have to pass a tester, then just tester. That's it. Can I do that now? Yes, chat dot test. Done. No chance for mistake, right? No chance for mistake. Just run it. That's it. That's the beauty.